Welcome to another video, boys. 4 videos in a row. Wow, I'm really taking this serious, huh? Today I'm gonna give you some coaching gameplay with Jadis on Quest OTK DH. I know not a lot of people will want to watch this, but still, I really think it's very valuable to see how the deck works in action, and even if you don't plan on playing it, it's still a great idea for you to know what to be playing around, and see what it struggles with. The deck is very hard to coach on, since I barely play it alone, but still I managed to reach top 400 legend with it, and there's so much extra information you're getting in a turn, so it's really probably one of the hardest decks to coach on, especially if you have winning in mind as well. I do my best to explain everything in every turn, but with so much extra information going around and trying to sequence everything, things get pretty messy pretty fast, but still, hope you enjoy the games. Don't forget you can also hire me for some Hearthstone coaching, and that would really help me out as well, because basically this is my main source of income nowadays. So if you like what I'm doing and you wish to support me in the process, feel free to contact me for some coaching as well. Now let's get into the guide part from the coaching session, but you can also check out my detailed guide for the deck as well. And after that I'm gonna feature some games against Druid, and also a Mage with the golden card back, which basically means he's a very high skill player that had a high end finish on a certified Hearthstone tournament, and also against the Shaman. Enjoy! Okay, let me talk a little about the deck. Some mentality stuff and whatnot. A few things I want to talk about. In the beginning of the game, card draw is essential. Like, a lot of the times, people save removals and shit. If you're going first, I think you're always gonna look for the card draw. If you're going second, maybe you can keep an Immolation Arrow or maybe an I-Beam in cases against, let's say, this Druid. I-Beam is kind of important, so you can kill a Razor or a Tower. But other than that, you're always going to be looking for the good card draw, and the good card draw is Sigil, Spectral Sight, and I do believe the tradable cards as well. Double Jump, it is interesting. A lot of the times it can help you, but a lot of the times it can also fuck you, because yes, we have Spectral Sight out of Double Jump, but aside from that, you have Glide, which you're most probably not going to want to be playing in most cases. And you also have I-Beam, which is not card draw, and generally you're keeping the double jump for the card draw. I still kind of like the double jump, if I have to be completely honest. Duskpiercer is also obviously pretty good. Illidari Studies is a little bit wonky. It's pretty tricky. I'd say maybe it's not a great keep in most cases, if not all cases. Other than that, everything else is most probably a dump. That's it for the mulligan. When you're going first, you're looking for the card draw. When you're going second, you might keep a little bit of removal, but still card draw is the priority, because your removal is gonna get drawn by the card draw. But your removal is not gonna draw you your card draw, so there's that. It is probably one of the hardest decks. When gliding, if you have spare mana, you have to think about the cards you can remove from your hand, so you don't glide into them again. Typical cards you might want to remove when gliding are cards that don't draw you more cards. When gliding, you have to decide if you're gliding your opponent or not, obviously. But also, when gliding, it's a good idea to set up your Sigil for the turn after. AKA, if you're gonna be gliding, make sure to play the Sigil the turn you are gliding, not the turn before you will be gliding, because you're gliding away the cards you draw. That is a huge misplay, unless you are specifically trying to hit something important. And if that doesn't pan out, I guess you still get the glide option. But all in all, you want to be playing the Sigil the turn you will be gliding, so you actually draw a card after you reshuffle your hand the next turn. Also, before you glide, you have to consider what cards you can dump. Cards that are dumpable would be Talented Arcanist, because it's basically a harder Guild Trader to set up. Immolation Aura could be a dumpable card in some matchups where board is not so important. Also, your Duskpiercer is a pretty good card to equip before you glide, because it also gives you draw later. And stuff like that. You basically have to think about what you can reduce your deck with, because when you glide, yes, you draw new cards, but technically you don't, because you're not thinning out your deck if you glide with a 6 hands, for instance. So it's very important to think about the net gain, the net return out of the glide, because yes, you will be getting new cards, but the question is, what happens if you start top decking your old useless cards? That's the problem, you know? You have to be able to decide which cards are actually dispensable. So Talented Arcanist is the first dispensable card you look at, because it has a requirement. Like, you cannot, for instance, play it and then play a spell that gets your I-Beam outcast, for instance. That is the requirement I'm talking about. And it's also 2 mana. It's kind of expensive, you know? 1 Morgue Artificer could be dispensable in some cases. The second one is very important because you're probably never getting a real big boy damage without an Artificer, at least 1. And against the Warrior, the second one could be important as well. Unless you get lucky with a Philosophy, in which case you get extra. I-Beams are dispensable, even though they seem to be part of the combo. They're technically very, very flexible. 1 Fellscream Blast is dispensable, especially if you need the healing, and so on. Like, you have to be able to pinpoint when you can reduce the size of your deck so you can actually do a good glide. And that also takes planning, because if you know you will be gliding, you could use the turn before that to do some of the stuff, like waste an I-Beam, waste a Talented, stuff like that. So these are a few things I'm telling you, so you're looking for those scenarios when we are in the game, so it doesn't come as new information when we do something like waste a Talented Arcanist, like literally play a Talented Arcanist and pass, like not even use it for a spell. It can happen. It's a possibility, especially in a mirror, for instance, where it's super important to get your combo faster. What else? With the tradable cards, usually you want your guild traders to be back in your deck, so you can, especially if they don't have if they have a discount. Like, for instance, if you're gonna be gliding a 3 mana guild trader, you might consider actually trading the guild trader first so it retains that 3 mana discount, 1 mana discount technically, and then do the glide. In which case you might get your guild trader back as a 3 mana. Whereas if you glide and you get back your guild trader, it will be a 4 mana instead of discounted anymore, which is something to think about. What else?
The matchup, so against aggro to survive and something
against aggro Druid, for instance, a lot of the times you're gonna have to use all of your combo pieces to actually remove their board. Once you remove their board, the game's over. Like, it's very hard for them to get back on the board. Unless they get lucky like that guy with a bunch of squirrels into Arbor Up, which was pretty insane. But still, we managed to just get back on the board with the Fellscream Blast. Even if it was the last Fellscream Blast, we still would have done it. Just because after that, he never really gets back on the board. Like, the only scenario where he gets somewhat back is if he got a bunch of squirrels again into composting or some shit like that. But by the time he got the refill with that, he's not gonna have any Arbor Ups, so he never gets the damage done. Also, the tradable Persistent Peddler is a good idea to be back in your deck most of the time, just so you don't fuck up with Duskpiercer, but that's a little bit of a newbie tip. We should be able to not fuck up like that. Yeah.
We didn't, so
yeah.
hopefully.
Aside from that, a little less advanced tips. Be careful with your outcast cards. For instance, sometimes I try to be smart about Spectral Sight, thinking how I can get an extra discount card. For instance, if you actually complete step 1 or step 2, if you are 1 card away of completing the quest, and you play Spectral Sight, which draws you 2 cards, you technically get an extra discounted card like that. But be careful not to get brain fucked by that, because sometimes thinking about how you can get it down so you are 1 step away from completing it, you technically draw a card and your Spectral Sight is not outcasted anymore. So unless you literally top deck Spectral Sight when you're at one card away from completing it, don't try to act smart about it, basically. Alrighty, let's get back into the game. I started liking keeping tradable cards as well, because it's basically a 1 mana draw card. We usually finish the quest on turn 3, so if we get 3 draw ones with 1 mana, that basically gets the job done. This glide is interesting because we can literally complete step 2 with it. But by the looks of things, we might actually be outcasting it, so I think we dump only the glide here.
Okay.
Given the fact this guy has to be aggro Druid, I don't assume we're playing against any other Druid today. Okay, well, there's your quest completion, basically. Just make sure to shuffle the Peasant Persistent Peddler before breaking the weapon. Let's see how many times we do that mistake. Okay, what do you think we do here?
We play the quest.
I'm not sure.
Weapon?
I'm not sure. Let's think a little. if you play the quest right now, we're gonna take at least 4 damage out of this Vibrant Squirrel. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but right now, the thing is, on turn 2, you almost never complete the quest. This hand actually gives you some merit to complete it on turn 2.
And then just
You know what?
power.
Equip the quest, coin out the weapon, and kill the squirrel with it. And this way, turn 2, we complete the quest.
Okay. I was wondering because we have 2 tradables, so that's why.
Wait a second. We draw 1. You shuffle the peasant.
Yeah. Then
Break it.
Break it and then
And you shuffle it again. Okay, yeah, it works. We might even shuffle the Guild Trader so we get the thing going. Okay, let's see. If we get an I-Beam, that could have been a play. Well, basically, right now he told us he doesn't have a 2-drop, but the thing is, he might have a 5-drop. 5, I mean. So right now, what do you think we want to be doing?
I would still trade the tradables and break the weapon.
Okay, so we're always gonna trade the peddler. We do that, but we check if we get I-Beam, because if we get I-Beam, we're gonna probably use it. We didn't get shit.
No.
So break the weapon in the 2-free, so Immolation actually gets it, possibly. And now, let's wait a little. Yeah, trade the spell. So we get the Outcast going. Okay, now we get a 0-mana Fellscream Blast. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's all we do. No reason for us to waste the draw on the double jump. No reason to waste anything here. And he top decks a 5-drop. As one does. Okay. Well, again, we get to complete the whole step.
Yeah, with the Spectral side,
What do you think happens first? Which card draw happens first here?
Here. I mean, the double jump to check if we draw another Spectral because it's on right side.
The left Spectral side ain't going nowhere, but we can top deck a right one, so let's see if we get one. And we did! And lessons learned.
I will find a way.
Okay, and now we just trade again with the Persistent Peddler. It doesn't have to be complicated. Okay, let's if we equip the weapon, would we swing?
No.
So no reason to equip the weapon at all then. It's just giving them extra information. Okay.
What is it?
Okay, this guy's all in. He is all in, chat. He does not have much more to give. I mean, he's not all in because he's gonna get his entire hand refilled, obviously, but still, he is a decent amount in us right now. Alrighty, what do you want to do here?
So we can the card draw. So we can remove almost the whole thing with the Morgue and the first Scream Blast, and we have another from both of them in the deck. So it's not so bad. And then we should trade the Taunt with the
Let's see what's in the Eladari Studies. That gives us discount for the Spectral. Eladari Studies first.
Yep. I-Beam.
Well, with this I-Beam, we can technically remove everything. Let's take the I-Beam.
Yep.
Morgue Artificer.
Yep.
I-Beam the 4/5. Fellscream in the 2/2. Fellscream the 2/2. And Hero Power the Squirrel. Yeah, we should have
I did
equipped
it.
weapons. We should have done it with the weapon and actually killed the 2-2 as well, but close enough. Time was really burning. It's really hard. I'm really trying hard to give you the learning experience as much as I can, but it's so fucking hard with all the extra information we're getting.
It's okay.
It's not a super easy matchup, this one, even though it does seem like it when you're the Druid player. Well, still, same result would have happened there, so it's not that bad. Okay.
So...
Really would have been awesome if the Tuskpiercer was already at 1 charge. Right now we could have done it easily. Let's start with the Spectral Sight. Remain flexible with the mana left. Okay, that is not the card draw we were looking for. Well, at this point it's gonna be risky for us to try and complete the quest with anything other than acrobatics. So let's play acrobatics here. Yeah, would have been nice that immolation aura, I guess, but use the weapon and kill the porcupine. The problem is you're taking 8 damage out of that thing, but it's not gonna get any less, it could only get more. What do I think about Quest Hunter? It was pretty good. I'm not sure if it's as good anymore, but it's still decent, at least top tier 2 or something like that. It was tier 1 last week, or a couple of weeks ago, when I made a top 5. Check out my top 5s, Bogdan. Check out my top 5s. I think I featured a Paladin in both of those, a hand buff and a Libram Paladin, but they're not very cheap, most of them. The Libram one is pretty expensive, that's for sure. I think the buff Paladin is not that expensive. Okay.
It's an Arcanist Immolation Aura. Turn. Because that
yeah,
one
it has to be.
Arcanist.
Arcanist Immolation. Make sure to never misplay. Even if I tell you to, make sure to never misplay this shit, because it's very misplayable. The first spell we play is the one that eats the spell power, regardless of what the spell is. For instance, right now we're also playing the Sigil, but we're not playing it before we play the Immolation.
Yeah, the Sigil now.
Equip the Sigil and just pass. Or let's think a little, actually. I'm really not sure if we want to trade the Rustwood Viper before the Curtis happens. I'd say no, just pass.
Okay, just pass.
Okay, this guy has 8 acorns in the deck left. It was almost like a wrap. I missed it. If he gets Arbor up, we're fucked. If he doesn't, we should be fine.
I know there's a way.
Play acrobatics.
Acrobatics, yep.
Where's the fucking immolation, bro? Break the weapon into the left Divine Shield.
The left.
The left Divine Shield, please. Divine Shield.
Left Divine Shield. Yeah, that side.
Talented Arcanist.
Talented
2 mana.
Arcanist.
4th card.
Okay, yeah.
And Fell Scream the Cat.
Scream the Cat.
Trade the Peddler.
Face.
Trade the Peddler. Far right Peddler.
For
Tradable.
Yeah. Okay. I am.
That's all. We're not. Equip the Sigil. 1 mana Sigil. Fuck it. It's fine.
Too late. Okay, so sorry.
It is quite the deck. It is quite the deck.
Yeah. The synonyms.
Yeah, I have to say tradable
trade
instead
minion.
of trade, because
Yeah.
it is getting pretty weird. Okay, this is the turn where we have to play our Kurtrus. It's not getting any younger. So play the Kurtrus. We have 2 I-beams, so we are safe on the damage part. We should be able to get the damage part. We still have 2 guild traders and 1 more artificer. No reason to waste any of them right now, though.
Then
trade the peddler. Tradable peddler.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Tradable viper.
Yep.
Equip the sigil. And poke the divine shield with the 1-3. That's all. No reason for anything else.
Yeah, with tradable and trade it will be okay. It's not so confusing, but
it's really,
if you
really
say only
hard.
trade, then
okay. That is a very good immolation. Your face goes into the 4-2. Yes. Immolation aura. Tradable your guild trader. Make sure to trade it, because God knows I've misplayed it. Trade it again.
oh no.
Don't save it now. It's down to 0. That's what we wanted.
Yeah. It's okay.
No reason to risk anything. Actually, trade it again. No. Just go face and that's all.
Okay.
We don't need to do anything more. Well, everything should be playable next year. Yeah, cool story, Bob. Well, the problem is we might need the mana for the thing to be outcasted, but do we have enough? +2 makes it 10.
Yeah.
At this point, we can just go for it.
Okay, so
let's actually see what's in Illidari Studies as well. Illidari Studies first. This, we don't like any of these. Whatever. Crimson.
Yeah.
Play Ilginat. Put down the guild trader on the table this time. Morgue Artificer. 2 mana I-beam the tower. I-beam your 2-4 and GG. Got him good. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you're pretty shook by the first game already.
yeah, it's a different experience,
It
but
is
I
different.
wanted this. I wanted this.
Yes. Okay. We have consent, chat. Don't worry. This is.
Yeah, I
We're not doing
this.
anything against anyone's will.
Yeah, I keep the.
Wow,
quest.
do you notice what card back you're playing against? For anybody
Again.
thinking we're playing against gold meta, just so you know.
Yeah.
Like,
It's,
that is the gold meta card back, you know? Okay, what do you keep? How's the
Just
married
the
life?
quest.
Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, it's just the quest.
Yeah. Actually, it's our second golden card back.
Today?
In our... No.
No,
in our...
for before, maybe even more. Just right now, I'm noticing it. In
One
this case,
for
again,
sure.
it's the questicle.
Yep, one for sure, and this is the second at least. Then I say that way.
What does that mean? It basically means a high level finish.
Okay, sigil and hero power.
Yes, Sigil Hero Power.
And then
Not high level
next-
finish, but high level finish in a certified Hearthstone tournament. which is usually meaning something. Yeah. But don't you need a high-level finish to get invited into those? I guess not always, but in some cases you do. Hey, look at that, the gamer has encounter. He's a gamer, chat. That ain't drawing shit.
Okay.
That does draw shit. Let's draw
Spectra?
shit. Yep. This is a good option of trying to think about how you can get an extra discount card and fuck it up.
Yeah, but costs 2, so I mean, okay.
Just hero power face.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. A high level finish does not get you this card back. It gets you invited into a tournament that gives you this card back if you have a high level finish there, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so much we're not using our hero power anymore.
Yeah, tradable the guild trader. Or do we check Illidari
Let's check the studies first, because technically we could consider glide.
Mm-hmm. Oh, spectral side.
Spectral side it is then.
And plate.
Yep.
I will find a
Yeah.
way.
Okay. Then tradable the guild
Spell
trader.
power, yes.
Another happy guildie.
Tradable the peddler.
Yes.
Pleasure doing business.
And what else do we do?
Not enough time.
Next level question, what else do we do?
Waste annihilation because
Exactly.
of the draw.
Because it's a mage.
Yeah. And we need space.
Mage is one of the few classes you can get away with wasting immolation. I've tried wasting it against other classes, usually I get bit in the ass. Step 1 completed. Told you he's a gamer. Okay.
Okay, check the Illidari first. Because the double jump isn't a outcast card. Draws an outcast card, but it isn't. So if we play the Illidari and we want to play the outcast, then we can do that.
I still think maybe just because we have both glides in the deck and we drew a bunch of our already outcast cards, I think you start off with double jump. And if you indeed get glide, you're gonna use Illidari so it's not outcasted. You didn't.
Okay.
Well, let's see the Illidari then. You did get the glide. Let's think a little. He did play enchanters already. We are taking the glide.
Okay.
We can play it as non-outcasted, but I'm not sure I like it too much. He has one extra card than he would. Trade the Viper and glide. Trade Viper and glide.
Yeah. It's not outcast.
Yes.
Yeah, I did it. Only.
Yeah. We don't have anything else to do. We don't have 0 manas. Ooh, this is such a hard brick. This is a big fat brick right now.
Ooh,
This is the brickiest of hands. That is why I didn't want to glide his shit. Because we had bigger odds of giving him another Encounter's Flow, whereas he still top decked it, so he punished us for it, but I still think the way we did it was better. Not only did we have a bigger chance of getting him his second encounter, but we also would have discounted his entire hand. Another glide is not bad, because next turn we're doing that shit.
But Curtis and weapon?
Yes, and you don't swing because we don't want to give him
Because
the
of the-
frost bullshit.
yeah. And that's it.
Yep. Right now, a good way to break this weapon would be with the other weapon. Okay,
Yeah.
he had it all along. This is a very good hand to get back into our deck. We might even waste Immolation, we'll see. One mana Arcane Intellect, fuck me. We might actually, if he keeps on drawing, we might consider... If he actually completes the quest, we definitely glide that shit.
Yeah.
And he fucking did it. I'm starting to doubt if this guy's a real gamer or not. Wait, no he didn't. Yeah, he did! He fucking did! Okay, champ, let's see it.
Into the glide.
Yep.
Oh no.
No, it's good, it's fine. Talented Arcanist.
Talented Arcanist.
I beam that shit.
And
Glide that shit. Emote well played. Let's fucking go.
Excellent maneuver.
Yeah, boy. We like those. Oh boy, that's a lot of card draw. Oh boy, that's a lot of card draw. Whip it. Spectral shite.
Yep. Sigil.
Sigilda. And now we gotta think. I think you waste your weapon here. It is extra armor. Let's think. What are the odds of us pulling off the whole thing next turn? Decent.
Yeah, but it's 8 extra we should consider.
8 extra is not a little amount.
Yeah. Because it's another
We
category.
are drawing an extra sigil. We are drawing enough as is. Like, drawing a single card for 1 mana, fuck that shit. Just pass. The whole combo right now is very discounted.
Yes.
Where's your bluegrass, bro? He can definitely draw a shit ton right now, but good news is he still hasn't played it, so Cram Session is out of the way. He already played one Cram. Oh, poor baby. Draws a single card with Cram Session. He is mad, I tell you, mad. He's like, what the fuck is this golden guy? Wow, actually running Armor Vendor. Okay, bro. Gives us a way to start doing stuff.
So acrobatics.
Okay, acrobatics, yes. Tradable, yes.
Another happy guildie.
Double jump, yes.
Double jump.
We don't have any. We're idiots.
No.
Talented Arcanist.
Yeah.
Immolation Aura. Talented Arcanist.
Yeah.
Weapon swing first. Weapon swing first into the 1/3.
Yep.
Immolation Aura. Glide.
Glide. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I did. Weapon.
Equip the weapon. Acrobatics.
Yeah, I did.
Trade the Viper.
Yep.
Trade the other guy.
Okay. Yeah.
You're doing business.
Okay. Pass. That's all.
Yeah. We didn't have time.
Oh wow, if we actually played the Guild Trader there, we would have continued the acrobatics. I didn't know it works like that. We could have literally played the Guild Trader for 2 more card draw. Maybe it was worth. It was probably worth.
Yeah, because it was the second. Yeah. Okay, but.
What? How much damage can we muster right now? We have a big boy damage right now. If we top deck a Guild Trader or a Fellscream Blast, it's probably enough.
It's 2 Morgs and.
Right now, whatever you top deck, I think is lethal. Like we have 5 cards left, which are Trader, both Fellscream Blasts, Viper, and Peddler. So if you get super unlucky and start trading into the tradables a lot, you have to get Giga unlucky. Right now, we have, as it stands, 2 plus 2, it's 36 as is. We have lethal in hand right now.
No, because we have I-Beam and not the Fellscream Blast.
Oh wow, I'm a dumbass.
20.
Good call. Good call.
It's hard.
It is. Eyes are hard.
Yeah.
My eyes are totally erected. Okay, and there's the damage.
Yeah. Now we have 36.
Now we have it, as long as you play it correctly.
Hopefully.
Take that, golden card, boy. Yeah, boy. Boom.
And it's
Somewhere. Doesn't matter where you blast.
at least in the middle. Should be in the middle.
Boy. That was a good game.
Yeah.
That was a good game. Clapping the golden card back, yo.
Yeah, this deck is whole different.
This deck is a different
experience.
Hearthstone universe.
But I like it because it was enough with a lot of mages.
I also enjoy pain. I also enjoy hurting myself.
Yeah.
It is really giving me physical pain sometimes to play this deck. In the beginning especially. Now it's pretty fun.
No, it's pain, but at least
Yeah, the good kind.
Loot against mages.
Yeah.
It's actually card draw, so
I think it's good enough.
yeah, that's
It's acceptable.
because it's card draw.
Yeah. It's a little bit worse than the card draw we want, but it's still a turn-free quest completion. Now it is.
Quest.
Yeah. Actually, this is a turn where you get the hero power his face.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't matter as much because they do run lifesteal and shit, but it does seem like you are just equipping quest and worst case scenario playing a 1-drop. You're not playing a 2-drop next turn, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hero power his face and quest after that, so he's brain fucked. Look at me thinking we're playing against people that get brain fucked by this play. Like, literally playing against fucking GMs. Almost.
Almost. Yeah, but the golden card back. So
Is in Firelight. This guy is the opposite of the golden card back. He's a classic.
yeah.
But he knows what he's doing. Plays the battle cry before swinging with the weapon so he doesn't flop with it. Okay, let's play it slowly because if you top deck a Spectral Sight, we might do that instead. So, Guild Trader number uno.
Why not the peddler?
Yeah, sure. Good call. That is exactly why. But
like-
we don't use it now because it's not gonna
No.
get us there. We're gonna use it after we complete the quest because it gets discounted, as well as the Talented Arcanist, which is pretty decent. Tradable though, Guild Trader.
Another happy guildie.
I'm gonna lose my voice over doing this shit.
And trade the
Yep, trade
tradable
number
the trade.
3.
Another happy guildie.
There you go. Well, would have liked it sooner rather than later, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Whip
and
the Weppy and go face with the Weppy. We don't want to take 4 damage across 2 turns with this.
Job done.
Yeah, that guy was pissed, dude. He was like, I'm here to have some fucking fun playing against the plebs at 10x. Not on my watch. Not on my watch, chat. Yeah.
He wanted to have fun.
Yeah, we don't have that here. This is Hearthstone, bro. Get used to it. If you want to have fun, go to Mercenaries. Okay, this peddler is testing your skill level right now. Pedal away.
I would tradable it.
Pleasure
Yep.
doing business.
Okay, that's a hard brick.
And
Oh, jeez, Rick. Let's
Is it
try
there?
Eldari Studies so we possibly get a real Spectral Sight. Worst case scenario, it's still a 1-mana Spectral. This is interesting. This is interesting. But not really. I don't like it too much. Is there ever a way to complete the quest anymore? 0 mana spec. Gets us to 3. Weapon swing 4. Yeah, we can complete it. Well, I think Kris is still acceptable, but we're not using him.
Yep. So Spectral Sight.
Enough time.
Spectral Sight, yes.
I will find a way.
Spectral Sight again then. If
Yeah,
that's how
I
we're
did it.
playing it.
Find a way.
Just chill. We save the card draw weapon. Still 0 removal, mind you. But this guy, I think he is thinking that we are holding back on the removal. I think he thinks we're trying to bait him. Because he is trying to play it awfully slow. Giant dwarf. That's
He's
an
a smart
oxymoron. His name is an oxymoron and I'm just a moron. I don't know how we're gonna win this one then.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should change to wild.
Okay.
Or another deck.
Not in my house. We don't do that here, chat. What is this fun you speak of? Okay. I'm telling you, he is holding back because he thought we had shit. We didn't have shit, now we have shit.
We have shit.
Yep, we have
is it
acquired
the-
shit.
Talented Arcanist and the first Scream Blast into the 2, 5, that's 3, no? The
We've
2,
actually
3.
taken a decent amount of beating so far.
Maybe.
We can clear the 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3 on the right side if we want with that.
Equip the hero, the weapon.
Yep.
Hero power the 1-2. Hero power.
Hero power the 1, 2, yep. I did it.
Wait a second, I can't see. Yeah, Talented Arcanist, Moarg,
Mark, yep.
Fellstream in dead center.
Yep, I did.
Tradable the Peddler.
Yep, I did.
There you go.
But
That's
no
all we
time.
do. Okay. It's...
I say I did because I assume you see in different order or later than
No, I
it
think
happens.
I actually see it like real time, I do believe.
Okay, okay. Because sometimes it shows you.
Maybe
other-
trading the tradable wasn't such a bright idea because right now we kind of denied ourselves the good draw.
But we can get from weapon.
Yeah, we can, but that's one less draw. Like we could have done the same
yeah,
thing
Same
next
turn.
turn. But the
Yep.
thing is, we're against an aggro-ish class, so we gotta be careful with our priorities. It's either flexibility or getting the job done, basically. Because right now, this Immolation Aura gives us the information that we can actually go for a remove if we want to. This is interesting. Right now he has 2 rando elementals. An elemental, I do believe, from the second Dungeoneer. Could also be a spell, actually.
And mulliganed card from the beginning.
Trade the spell power.
Yep.
Another guilty.
Do we glide now?
This hand is decent-ish.
Okay.
We have a decent amount of removal as is.
Okay, then
Acrobatics. Hero power the 2-2.
Yep.
Tradable
Yeah.
Peddler. Trade it.
Yep. I did
And
it.
go face.
Go face, yeah. If I see the card.
Yeah. Okay, I think this was fine. There is merit to doing the glide instead of the acrobatics, because acrobatics is so much better after the Kurtrus, but the thing is, we also want to keep the flexibility of possibly needing Curtis with Immolation or some shit like that, because right now he could be trying to pop off. We can still use some spell power action. Maybe we shouldn't have even used the tradable spell power, but I think the tradable gave us the acrobatics, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a board we need to acknowledge.
We can... Curtis, is that... We...
Here's a decent-ish play right now.
No, it's not a good one. It's our last mark, so don't waste it. I want to combine the Curtis and the Emulation Aura. The how is
Exactly.
the question.
No matter, like, as long as you play those cards, after that you're gonna be left with a 1-1, and the 1-1 trades the 2-3.
Okay, so.
Yep, Kurtrus goes left first, says it in the Bible.
Yeah. Then trade that
You
one.
could have also Immolation first for added, and also use Sigil.
Sigil. Yep.
Yeah, that's all. We could have used Immolation first for added drama. Like, give him the feeling of, look at that idiot, he almost killed his shit. You know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Creative, yeah.
They should nerf Light Shadow Elemental to nerf the opponent as well. We are one huge healing away from stabilizing this shit.
Do we play the Curtis and then the double jump? No, that's not good. Because... No.
Maybe.
No, it's not a good idea.
I know there's a way.
7, 8. Okay, we could play the Curtis, I-Beam, tradable the Peddler, and Sigil if it's not good.
It's risky, but I think we do it. Okay, Kurtrus, I-Beam the 4-2,
Yep.
and Sigil.
Sigil
And tradable.
tradable.
Pleasure doing business.
Okay, that's enough. It is risky, but
Yeah, I know.
6 damage. Alakir is 6 damage. Some lists don't run it. Mine didn't, but I think this is a pure elemental, so he might have it. He also has a random elemental in there.
We will see.
Okay, not dead. Let's go. Okay. He fucked up big time. He could have killed the 7-7 at least. Thanks, I guess. I guess he's not killing it at all. At
No,
this point.
he
Okay.
thinks he's on spot.
Play acrobatics. 1-man acrobatics.
I did.
Okay. Is this ever possible?
I'm not sure
We
because
can go for
5,
it.
7.
Wait a second,
Mana.
how much would that be? +2 spell power and double up? That is 18. 18
We don't
plus
have
7.
enough mana.
We have not enough mana.
I know there's a way.
I think we go for the big boy healing at this point.
Okay, so
Morgue Artificer,
yep,
Guild Trader,
Guild Trader.
Potions.
uh,
I got it all.
use it on the 4/5.
4, 5.
Hero powered 1/1.
Yep,
Put down the Rustwood Viper on the board.
yes.
Go face with the 7/7. See what's in the
I did.
Eldari studies.
Illidari Studies.
Minion. 4-drop minion. Play it. Net and then you'd pick wrong. Whatever.
Sorry.
Close
Yeah,
enough. But it would have been great if we picked the minion there.
Minion.
At this point, we're switched over to the board damage. No
Yeah,
reason to
yeah.
risk anything. We're just steady
Okay.
on the board at this point.
Sorry.
Cool story, Bob. We still have the Ilginat. We still have Ilginat plus double up, and we have spell power left. Never mind. But still, we still have the damage from Ilginat. That's a cute glide.
And the
We ain't
Guild
doing
Trader.
that. 0 mana double jump. Fuck me. I keep forgetting we don't have that shit.
But it's 0 mana. It's okay.
Yeah, but we don't have shit.
Yeah.
Technically, if we glide, we could do that, but we don't want to at this point. I mean, technically we could.
10.
Play Ilginat. Ilginat.
Maybe.
We can I-beam the 7/1.
That's 6 damage in total. 0 mana I-beam the 7/1.
Yep.
Fuck it, 3 mana I-beam the 3/2, hero power, go face. At this point, we're board centric as fuck.
Yeah.
But picking the minion there would have been pretty cool, because it was a 5/4 with 1/1s on the side, so very, very board-centric. We were transitioning to the board-centric aspect. I guess this was something we could have talked about in the deck section, because it is another awkward transition kind of deal. 2 mana glide.
Wait, we have little.
Whatever.
Because if we
Sure.
trade the
Yeah.
3, 4, and
True,
7 plus
true.
4 plus 4.
True. Whatever. Just let me have this.
Oh, okay.
What was I even looking for? We literally had jack shit left. Whatever. But yeah, transitioning to board centric was the way to go there. like, we were almost getting the lethal there. We could have gone for the bait and deal some damage with Ilginat, but no, you just heal up the like shit.